Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing our Terraform meta argument series, and in this live session we will focus on a very important and commonly misunderstood concept, that is lifecycle dot ignore changes. Okay, so let me come here. Yeah, we already seen that what is life cycle and all three key argument of life cycle: create before, destroy, prevent, destroy. We have seen this too. So you know that ignore changes, we have the third one. So this is extremely useful in real world production environments, especially when teams make manual changes in Azure portal, or when external tools manage certain resource attribute. So by the end of this session, you will clearly understand what ignore changes does and why Terraform removes manual changes by default, and how ignore changes prevent that, and most importantly, the downside and when not to use it. Okay, so uh, you know, lifecycle meta argument we have here as that allow us to control how resources behave during create, update, and destroy operation. Okay, and we already seen that three arguments: that create before destroy, prevent destroy, and ignore changes. Okay, so create before destroy, if I'll talk, this means whenever we need to create the new resources, okay, that time, if at the time of creation you can create it, but if you are changing the name and all, that time Terraform will destroy it first, and then it will create a new for you. But if you will use this lifecycle block, means your resource will get created first, then destroy, okay, will do later. And it is used to to avoid the downtime. So now come to the prevent, destroy. Okay, we already seen yesterday. If you have not gone through, just watch my previous video. Okay, so that you can able to understand that what is create before destroy, prevent destroy, and all. Okay, so prevent destroy in this, protect critical resources. If you want to protect critical resources, we can do with this prevent destroy. And Terraform will fail if someone tries to destroy it. If we have that lifecycle block as a prevent destroy. Okay. So now come to the ignore changes. Ignore changes. Let first come to here, and let me create today's date folder. Okay. Demo, then Terraform, then live session. Then today's is 8th Jan 2026. Let me copy main.tf and version.tf. Now I need to paste it here. No. With the help of this code space dot, we can able to open VS Code. This is the shortcut. Uh, yeah. Now let me see that version. Yeah, we have version file. Now we have main.tf. Yeah. We already have seen the previous one, create before destroy and the prevent destroy. Okay. Now we are talking about that ignore changes and all. Okay. So let me open my Azure website. Oh yeah, I created the resources yesterday, but I think I forgot to delete it. So let me check. Yeah, this RG I need to delete. So we need to fill this resource group name here for confirmation. Then only we can able to delete it. Now delete it. Okay. So while it is deleting, so let's come here. So today our focus is only on ignore changes. So let me explain the real world problem first. Terraform follows desired state enforcement. Like whatever is defined in Terraform code is the source of truth. Okay, here whatever is defined in Terraform code is the source of truth here. So any manual changes outside Terraform is treated as drift. Okay. So example, you deploy a virtual network using Terraform, or you are yeah, virtual network using Terraform, and someone adds a tag manually in Azure portal. Okay, so Terraform sees this as a difference. On next Terraform apply, Terraform removes that manual tag. This is default and expected behavior. Okay, so in this lab, we are working with two files. We have version.tf and main.tf. In main.tf, we have three resources. Okay, as a random string as a resource group and virtual network. And in version.tf, we have Terraform and provider version here in this version.tf. Version.tf. So if I'll delete this, or let me do uncomment. Okay, this is uncommented here. So no life cycle block yet. This is intentional, so you can see default behavior. Okay, so let start with the deployment. Okay, and for deployment what we need to do, that Terraform init. Okay, Terraform init I need to do here. Oh, double T has Terraform init. Then again I will check the Terraform validate, then plan, then apply. Okay. So at the end, after running the command Terraform apply, Terraform creates the Azure virtual network successfully. Okay. Let me run Terraform validate. Now Terraform plan. So 3 to add. You can see here plan we have 3 to add. Okay. So now let's do Terraform. Now it is applying. Okay. So at this point, Terraform state, Azure resource, Terraform configuration, all are perfectly in sync. Okay, what we have here. So now what we'll do, manual changes in via Azure portal. Okay, so now I'll go to the Azure portal and add a manual tag. Once it will get created here. Now it is created. Okay, yeah, here we have. Now my VNet I am going here. Okay, tag we have here, tag. So if we can see here, tag name equal to my VNet dash 3. Now I am giving here as a, changing here as a web server equal to Apache. Okay, so now watch carefully. Now I have changed here. Now I'll do Terraform plan. So what Terraform is saying from oh sorry, I we are not supposed to change here. Oh sorry, so sorry. We need to do the changes in Azure portal here. Okay. Yeah, now here I'll do the plan, Terraform plan. Now Terraform is saying here, after refreshing and all, I see a difference. Then this tag is not in your Terraform configuration. Okay, I'll remove it to a match desired state what you have in configuration file. Okay, yeah, want to change from name my Vinet 3 to web server Apache. Okay, so let me do Terraform apply. So Terraform removes the okay. So Terraform, you can see here uh, from this observation, Terraform removes the manually added tag here. Okay, what we have added the tag web server Apache, that is Terraform removes the manually added tag here. So this proves one thing, that Terraform does not tolerate manual drift by default. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you that life cycle, ignore changes and all. Okay, so I'll do uncomment it. Now I'll write here as a ignore changes. Ignore. So I have given lifecycle block ignore changes as tags here. We can provide the as a list here. If you have more than one value, okay, like if you want to get protected so many values, then you can enter here. Okay, with comma 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 and all. So what this means? So Terraform will stop tracking changes to the tags attribute. Okay. So manual changes will be ignored. Okay. Not corrected. So let test it. So I'll go there, tags. So let me do here refresh so you can able to see the exact name, corrected one. Okay. So let me change here web server, then Apache 2, ignore changes. Test 1. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Now let yeah, now Terraform plan. Now I'll do here Terraform apply. So here we can see the our observations. So no changes. Okay. So Terraform reports no changes. Tags remain untouched. Manual changes are preserved. Okay. This is exactly why ignore changes exists. Okay. So big downside I can say here. Now I am going to add. I already added here my Vinet 3. Okay. And I already ran that, and now I do here. So you understand now how it happened. Okay. So we had this block, lifecycle block, ignore changes, so that it is saying that no need to change here, no changes. Okay, like that. So now again what we are doing, again we had created a tag of my vnet dash 3, and we can see here. Yeah, now my Vinet 3 has came. Okay. Now, you know, Terra, yeah, we have, we have this tags that is my Vinet dash 3. Okay. Now, if I'll do this block, and now I'm going to change this Terraform to 4. Then let's test it. What's going on? Okay. Then it will say that Terraform says that no changes. Even though we added a new tag in code, okay, we changed 3 to 4. Even though we added a new tag, it is saying no changes. Okay. So because tags is listed in ignore changes, here we can see, okay, so Terraform ignores all tag changes, manual changes, Terraform defined changes. Okay, anything we are not going to change in tag section because we have that lifecycle block with ignore changes in tags. Okay, so Terraform has completely stopped managing tags. So now when to use ignore changes? So use ignore changes only when attributes are managed by Azure policies. Okay, monitoring agents, external automations. That time we need to use. So tags are updated dynamically by cost management tools. So you want Terraform to manage the resources, but not a specific field. Okay, so don't use it blindly and don't use it for core configuration fields. Okay, so let's summarize it. And Terraform enforce desired state by default, we know, and manual changes are treated as drift. We already seen that, and ignore changes allows selective ignoring. Okay, whatever we have in this tags. So let me take this code. So it protect manual changes. Okay, and but it also blocks Terraform from managing those attributes if you are using this block with ignore changes. Okay, so if you found this session helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment if you want to next session on any of these things. Okay, and if you have any doubt, okay, comment it. Thank you, and see you in the next live session.